it, Kemi. Alrighty, Arnold. So it's nice to have you come participate. So if I was doing activity number 7, or actually it's number 6, but we just skip number 5 because we don't have a number 5, but we call it number 7. For me, and you have to kind of think about this for a long time to bring everybody on board, right? To bring everybody on board, and not everybody's going to believe or follow, or but slowly, maybe over time, maybe even a lifetime, it can be done. All right. So this comes from a thought about. Okay. All right. Kaylee just came out. Yeah, Kaylee, if you are wanting to participate, do presentation today, go ahead and put your name in the chat so I know. All right. So right now I'm giving you an example of number 7. All right. And so if you could feel something, then I think you can easily come up with the vision statement. Yeah, your mind's good because it knows a lot, but how is it that you can bring the thought and the feeling together and make it like, this is it, this is my purpose, this is my dream, my hope, my long-term idea, And so you have to kind of think about it for a while. I take a walk every day. And when I do take a walk, I think about what's my real purpose? What's the thing that would really bring about something that I wish for in my life? All right. And I am over retirement age, but I'm still thinking about it. And I want to still do something that would say, I've done all that I could. I've done all that I could. All right. All that I can. All right. So here we go. The thought here is based on the 4 direction. Now, the reason why I go with the 4 directions is because it's a picture. It's a way of thinking. And it comes from our culture. The East represents the beginning. It's like saying number 1. And then the South represents number 2, there's an order. And then number 3 represents the next area, next step, and number 4. And so I like this because it's not like 10 things or 20 things, or you can start off with 20 ideas, like goals. So this is going to represent my goals. All right, my goals. All right. So what I want to be. All right. And so I might have I've thought about many things. I maybe over 50, 25 things. But I have to hone it down. I have to bring it down to 4 things. 4 things only. And what would that be? What are some 4 goals? These 4 things will become my mission in my life. But along with it, I have to have a vision, right? How is it that everything kind of follows this vision? All right. So you're not talking about next year I'm going to finish my vision, or 2 years or 3 years. No, this is almost like a lifetime dream of you. All right. It'll probably take you a lifetime to kind of like grow into it. And then others will grow into it. And those that believe in the same thing, you can just kind of grow together into this. And this is something that the Navajo people have not done. You can see some people attempting to do. For example, the other day when I showed that video clip on President Nance, he was saying, we should make that everybody's thought, everybody's want. That's what I want to teach everybody. You have to be you. You have to do it yourself. This is what I call self-reliance. Self-reliance. Sufficient. Become sufficient is what I'm saying. And I like that. I like that. In fact, I have a group of people that follow that idea, that we want to become self-sufficient, that we don't fully depend on another town or city or whatever. We want to take care of our own. And I've been working with them over 10 years, and we still are just, the 4 things that we decided to do, we've done partially the first 2. And the first number 1 and 2 that we haven't done yet. One is water. These guys don't have water. Number 2, along with there's electricity, water and electricity. And it's still our dream. It's still our desire, right? So when there's a group, it takes a lot longer. When I say this group, this Westwater people, 10 years, that's working with about 30 families, right? But we're together. We had to do some things to bring each other together. And then we made some goals. These are called missions. A vision, we're still working on it. A vision is, this is what we want to do, but we don't know 100% exactly what our vision is. It could become a preserve our language and culture. I don't know. But anyway, this is my personal vision. And I've heard this referred to in the scriptures, in his name. So way back in the old days, in the Bible, back in the days of Adam and Eve, and then the Old Testament people, New Testament people, Book of Mormon people, all the way up, right? Different people always said in his name. And then today, when we say a prayer, certain prayers, people say in his name, amen, all right? And I really like that concept because it brings it right in front of me, right? Continuously. Every time I bless a meal, every time I have a family get together, another prayer, another one. And so all these prayers show up. And every time, if I say it, every time it'll be in his name. So every time I go for a walk in the mornings, I also do this in his name because I say prayer. So this was a thought maybe for a while, but then I thought, what happens after you do the in his name? Well, you receive some blessings. My dad would say blessing. As a group of people with not like my dad. My dad belongs to a group called the Medicine Man people, and they give blessings. So the outcome of the blessing is a blessing. The outcome of regular Diné people, it would be wisdom. It would be the beauty way, right? The beauty way. And the beauty way has 4 parts too. But anyway, my thought was, if we did everything in his name, and his name might be God, his name might be Christ, his name might be other deities that other people have, but somebody that you kind of think was a higher power, but you believe in that higher power, and you do things according to the higher power's way of thinking. All right. So in my mind, I'm thinking things come when you do things in his name. And I felt like joy and peace and love, kind of like wisdom, but really more bright, like glory is the word I was thinking about. And that comes, it comes. And it's not a long time. It could be instantaneous, or it could be in another day. A lot of the things that I do, I kind of go through a dream at the night. In the morning, I have it. I have an idea. It's really crystal clear and nice. And I love that about it. The glory comes, glory comes. Anyway, let's put some thoughts into this. So the mission, and I call this the 4 A's, the 4 A's of my mission. The first thing, the first A is acceptance. All right, acceptance. And the only way that I can, is that correct? I guess that's it. All right, the only way that this would be there would be like, let's see if I got it right here. Let me get the Navajo in there. Or we might say relations. So this is a beginning. If somebody you can kind of look to, you can kind of, you could be your grandpa, your grandma, your mother, father, or even higher power, meaning God. And you feel so loved and accepted. I wish that for everybody. I wish this would be the goal, that we are all connected some way or another, all living, all life. Some people are connected to their horse, to their animals, like pets. Some people are connected to their father or mother or family or all people, But I wish that for myself, but I also want it for everyone. So that becomes my goal, is to help others to feel comfortable and loved. All right. Number 2 goal is another A. Yeah. To convince yourself and others what is it? Oh. Asset. The opposite word of asset is a deficit. Or very simply, good. You are good. And the opposite is you're not. You look down to people. Some people do that. But asset means you look up to people. You feel they have wonderful things they were born with, and that they can be successful with that goodness that they have. So if I'm a teacher, I would try very, very hard to find something that everybody's good at. Yeah, everybody. If I had a year-long class, the 4th grade teacher, I would try to find good things about every single student, and then say, I see this in you. And because of that, I'm going to use you to do projects, ideas, that we're going to do in math, science, art, music, whatever. That we can grow. We can grow in our past. The other way the other thought you can say is your strengths, your inner strengths. Yeah, that'd be very powerful to help people understand that they are good constantly. Meaning, not just for Christmas time or Thanksgiving time, but all the time. How can you do that? To me, that's a great goal. All right. The 3rd A, see if I can figure that out. Maybe some. Let's put it right there. Okay, the third A. There's the third A. All right. Let me go over here real quick here. So I can present it the way I could present it. Okay. And at first you might not understand the word account, but the other word I have that's really close to that. Okay, responsibility. I believe that when you're responsible for who you are, about, connecting, being accepted, and thank you, and all that, you become responsible to whoever that accepts you. And then asset meaning you believe that you're good, so you're responsible, meaning what's the next step? How can I be more responsible? How can I be more accountable? And that responsibility. And this is coming from a test that I went through where you identify core strengths, right? Core strengths. So responsibility has always been in my life. I might not know it from day one, but even asking my dad about, so why did you guys call me Kenyan? And my dad, after a while, after I was a teenager, he says, Ashki Hoyani. Wow, it changes perspective, the way you see yourself, all of a sudden, the positive, the asset jumps out. It's good. I am a wise boy. I accepted that name. Before then, it was a little bit negative, but I kind of like this one. So I said, I'm going to take responsibility. I'm going to account for my actions. I'm going to be responsible for everything that I do, my work, my prayers, my being with people, my everything. Slowly, I began to be more responsible. And so I said, this is one of my core strengths. All right, so big, huge goals, right? All right, let's go to the next one. I call this there we go. Yeah, I call this abundance. Abundance in all areas. And what that means is, like, I have a feeling of abundance right now. Like, I love people. I have an area of abundance where I would like to share ideas, thoughts. And I have another abundance of just helping others to be who they want, who they should be. I do have funds, but abundance means if I had more funds, I could do more, right? Do more. So that would be something, an area that I'm still not 100% there yet. So these are the 4 areas. And when you think about this, in his name, the glory that is there, that I feel in the prayers, it's so thankful that our people said, it is just being part of everything that's living, that you see around you. And then also in his name, everybody's good. They have assets. And then in his name, everybody is responsible for whatever they do, right? And so I want them to feel like they can be happy and being honest with themselves. And then abundance means, oh, I want you to be happy with the things that you have in your mind, your heart, your soul, your physical, your surrounding, everywhere. That would say thank you, give you the glory. All right. So what I gave you today is probably my personal vision and mission, right? But yours might be, this is how I'm going to be a leader. I got to create a vision. And that vision might be for others around me. One goal that I have is, you put down that goal. And right now you might think, holy mackerel, how do I influence? How do I bring everybody so that everybody can kind of see what I see? I don't know. You might just say, right now I can only come up with two things. And these other ones might be possibilities, So right now you're okay with coming up with two. But it'd be okay to go ahead and share. All right. So in your mind, you're thinking of vision as a leader for your Dena people. All right. That's what you're thinking. And when you present, if you were a president, a leader, what were some things that you wish and want and desire for your people? All right. All right. You may have any thoughts, questions? So mine's a little bit deeper than most people's understand. And the only reason why that's that way is because I just kind of collected all these goodies, all the many years that I've been to here on the earth. But I like what I'm finding. And so I just say, I'm just going to continue. I want to continue to feel a great glory, right? Feel great positive things. All right, so that's an example of kind of a big picture. Visions are big pictures, covers everything. But in it, there's some steps towards the vision. And all I want you to do is come up with 4. You could probably come up with 100. But if you can force your mind to think just 4 ideas. And this is based on also the wedding basket. Goes clockwise when it's woven. And it just every day continues, gets bigger and bigger and bigger, right? It's growing. That's what the concept is here. All right, the fire is the vision, the feeling inside, the knowledge, the wisdom. That's right there. Okay. So your thoughts will be here. And I'm thinking in terms of like younger generation, older generation, like the teenage, even the mom and dads. I want to do things where I bring the mom and dads together, which I do. And maybe in the elders, which is hard because elders, they pretty much have lived their lives. And now you're going to tell them a little bit about, here's my story. But I'm glad they're there because they can add to it or give thanks and say, thank you for sharing that idea. So everybody's going to hopefully give me some positive suggestions, those kind of ideas. All right. Let's line up some people here. Okay, so first one. I'll go back to this email that I have. And let's go to number one. Let me go back to here so we see who's next. There you go. Okay. All right. Sakura. I see co-talkers, interview with Nirvana, present day Navajo Nation issue, creation story, the long walk. You got pretty much everything there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which one would you like to do? And you can type it in. Do you have one presentation or you have a couple?
Just one. It's the what if this like didn't happen in history?
Okay, let's see. Oh, okay, got it. Got it. And we'll view it. And here we go. I heard you loud and clear, so your mic's working very well. So,
Okay.
Go ahead.
What would change if Navajo code talkers never existed? A little bit of background. During World War I, Germany and Japan sent students to America to study native languages. Many people were a little worried about the use of native code talkers during World War II. But in 1942, 29 Navajos were recruited to create the Navajo Code. The Marine Corps took the code to the next level, basically making it unbreakable. Now, what if there were never Navajo code talkers? There are so many battles going on between 1939 to 1945. There was one battle for Ujima. If there was never any Navajo code talkers, the U.S. would have lost the battle. There was a great deal of importance toward code talkers. Japan took 4 years out of the 6 years World War II lasted to break the code. Having the code talkers changed how the war ended. If there was no code talkers, the U.S. would have lost the war. Japan would have able to know everything about our attacks and where military fleets were being held.
Thank you so much. And Johnny, excellent. Good. Yeah, there's a lot to say about that. A lot of thoughts. I am now going to, let's see, Felicity. Let me stop this one. All right, let's go to Felicity. And yours, you have one that's on the long walk, present day Navajo issue. Present day, yeah, the present day issue presentation. Is that the one that you? Is that the one that you want to present? Felicity. Oh no, maybe she's coming back. Maybe she got cut off. All right, let's go to the next one. Let's go with okay, Maya. Let me check, see if I have it here. Okay, you got one that's called Creation Story, Long Walk, Navajo Nation Vision, Present Day Navajo Issue. I'm assuming you're going to do the Navajo Vision. Is that the one?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Let me bring it up. All right, got it. There we go. All right, so this way, view, slides. My your mic's on, so that's great. So I'll let you go ahead and begin.
This is my Navajo Nation vision. The vision statement is, within the next 10 years, the Navajo Nation will accelerate the nation's transition into a sustainable energy to increase our way of life so that all can enjoy. Why I want this vision is because the Navajo Nation is currently behind with the U.S. standards. Many of our residents do not have some of the basic needs for a home. You want to be able to help create your home safety and security. By doing so, this will help to put their efforts into their goals and dreams. Some of our mission goals are having running electricity and water in all households, increasing affordable housing, which will help decrease the homelessness, enforce and increase law enforcement, healthcare to provide relief and aid to those in need, and to help provide jobs.
Hey, very good. Excellent, excellent. If I was to vote for president right now, I'll go Maya, for president. Love that. Love your vision. Going back maybe a little bit, the vision. I love the way you said why. Why would you want to do this? Yeah, it's because there's certain things that are not quite there. And that's great. That's really good. Excellent. Yeah. Let's go back to. Is Felicity, are you there? Not sure. All right. Is there anybody else that needs to present? I don't see anybody else right now. Let's see if we can go back to inbox. All right. So I don't see there another one right now. All right, so let me go ahead and let's go over this one. And let's go ahead and put this on